this vertical piece, and there were these they're stamped. They're aluminum. They're not like your L stock. These were a stamped kind of thick aluminum. Had all these pre-drilled things for nut plates. This is where your battery is going to go. You've got a bell crank here that goes to your pull or push-pull tube for your elevator. And then if you're going to do a autopilot, you'll mount the autopilot servo here, and if you do a yaw dampening servo, you will also mount that here as well. So I'm going to do all three. I'm going to go with Earth-X batteries, so I got to get some dimensions for that. I might run 2 depending on needs. I got to do some research. Like electrical and the engine is going to be my kryptonite. Wiring, not so much. I can wire, I can do it. I know how they do it, but reading schematics is an issue for me. I was not a wire chaser in the military in my crew chief days. I was the kind of general mechanic, which is why we were allowed to get our AMP, tickets, because we did engines, we did airframe, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but then the Army started splitting everything out where you have an engine guy, an electrical guy, an airframe guy, and so some areas have gaps. And while I had a bunch of Yankees, we called them, which were the wire guys, wire chasers, as a platoon leader one time, I had a bunch of those. I should have picked their brain a lot more than I did when I was a test pilot. But that's something I can learn. Plenty of stuff online to read up and do that. Plus you can kind of get some help on that. So the wiring is going to be a hard part for me. And then this, just like the engine's it's not difficult or it's not complicated. It's just knowing there's just a lot of little things that you've got to run to the engine to get various things like fuel, oil lines, fuel lines, throttles, and just things like that. Everything that kind of goes to the engine is kind of an unknown for me because I don't have a huge background in piston type. I'm more of a turbine guy. So, but anyways, I am going to do Earth-X batteries. That's kind of the census because they're lightweight. They've been around a while. Unless some new kind of battery technology pops up between now and when I'm putting it in here, because that stuff, is continually developed and getting better and better and better. And then the bell crank is kind of, if I remember right, it's in this area. And then I'll have a autopilot servo here that basically has a little arm that goes to that bell crank that's pushing, pulling, and then further back, there'll be the yaw dampening servo. And it kind of ties into your rudder cables.